On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of the Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Sooner Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
8-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Raven first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And for Jackson, this may be a free play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A 22-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's a give to Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
Lining up for the point.
Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, if they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as they did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
The 48-yard line.
2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught. It's Malone. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Whew. Shit.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here's Jackson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
I forgot I could go for it. 4th and 2 or less across the 50.
Hell yeah.
I've been playing smart football, man, on
They had
offense.
to settle for 3
Like
last
what after you
drive.
said, you gotta
Second go around
see what the
into
offense
6.
gives you and
In good position, 1st and 10.
take what it gives you. You can't just.
I mean, you can take your shots, but
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's taken down at the
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
He just got injured.
No, holding.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down.
I didn't want to use my last time out like that.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Let's see. Oh, mother F. All right. Aren't y'all set? Mesh post.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Damn it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down.
Halftime, no points. I'm not really kick a field goal that fast. It's going to run off the clock really fucking. I hate how it does that. I wish it would go back to normal where the 2 out of run to line. I hate how it just takes time off the clock like that. Win or lose, I made playoffs. I just hate how Madden does that anymore. They got rid of the coin toss. I mean, I know the shit in a video game is predetermined, pretty much, but I still miss the option to choose heads or tails, you know?
The second half of week 17 is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses on about
my other
40 yards.
offense. Put Muhammad there. Off tackle.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all.
I don't know what he runs. All his shit is really good at stopping the run.
Themselves in a position On this drive, where a touchdown can give them the lead, they need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete, almost
I shouldn't have threw that at all. That was bad altogether. Oh, well.
Yeah, it would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
Not now, Mike. Join the chat party. Alright. Motion me.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds.
Are you fucking... Okay.
So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
I caught it.
You got a possession there. It's on the sideline.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
It's caught inside the 25.
Oh, I just want to lose this game.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
It's alright. Lose this game, go back and have sex. He told me 9 o'clock anyways, man. Hit me up. I was in there with Jarek in the bedroom. I heard this shit up.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Oh no, it's later.
And beyond the 20, but not
Yeah, he
by
said he was there
much.
on
In fact, just a
9:30.
yard pass there to the 21.
Finish this shit up, and I'm gonna go back to that. And I still want to try to win, but I'm gonna get this shit done out of the way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means
I don't like
lose the field position back
that
as a
shit
general
this year.
rule. What they're looking for now is a little
It don't
more
seem like
consistency.
much, but that 4 yards to the
Run
left
ball
of
at
me,
least
and
a
it's
few
like
times on
warping
offense,
onto
get a
my
couple first downs,
running back.
and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I mean, they're not gonna make video games perfect, but
Another run here with Dobbins. 2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
40-yard line.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Complete to Mark Andrews.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
That last time we played, I called him out on it, so it's really ran almost the entire game. I took a clue about it.
First down, Ravens.
He said he's going to change it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens draw a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Shit, this one's going to be
Tucker now to kick it away.
Phil said he's going to do my adjustments real quick and line up. Because he's basically cross now for John Ross. That's how he scored this last
and
guy.
that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Overall, that's speed. Because then my corners are really that fast.
Yeah.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. A handoff to Mixon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Pass incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Bengals on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Again, it's Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 72 yards.
Baltimore.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. On the RPO, that's complete right side. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal from the 2-yard line.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Burrow from his own end zone. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Caught right side at Snead. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Cincinnati, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
That was actually a good game. That was just me being weak to the run. I don't know. I looked at that run play. Them fucking guys, everybody got a block for him. That shit looked. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah. It's pretty good when it all comes together.
I watched the replay on it. Everybody was blocked. I ain't mad about it. I just wish my line did that more often.
I heard that.
My run game's only so good because Dobbins just breaks a lot of tackles. That's what it is.
Yeah, your running backs always break a lot of tackles. Last year, every one of your running backs will break like a tackle a play.
I'm actually mad that I knew what he was doing. Like, well, if I play him in playoff, which I won't right now because the way the seeds go. But if I play him in playoff,
oh, he does, yeah.
Money lost to tequila.
Yep.
What? Anyways, I was aggravating myself because I knew what he was doing. When he go 5 wide like that, he only ran the QB draw with Joe Burrow.
Right.
I really thought he was going to fumble when I had all my guys hit him like that, but you know, I'm not mad about it because quarterbacks don't fumble every time they touch the ball anymore. But I felt like Joe Burrow would have been one that definitely would have fumbled. I don't know. He didn't play in the NFL really. I mean, he has. He's played like what, 3 or 4 games. But
IDK.
I don't watch him, and I don't watch the Cincinnati Bengals, so I don't know. Damn, Dobbins is an 87 overall rookie running back already. He was like a 75 when the league started. Shit, I've been making some moves with him in progression history. This man's nice. He's only a rookie. He's already an 87. 92 speed and 80 trucking. I gotta get that. I got that 80 to a 90. I need more speed on defense. That's what I need. Because that's what kills me. Anybody that has a speedy receiver or a speedy speedy anything, I struggle. Which is why I traded for Clowney. And I got fast linebackers, but if they're not usered, they're not very good. Because their play rec's too low, they're fast, but
yeah, that's how it goes.
62 awareness, 58 play rec, and 65 zone coverage. So even though he's fast, he can't cover shit. So, and then my fastest DB is Marlon Humphrey, which is 92, which ain't bad, but then it goes, I got 88s on the field, 87 speeds on the field. So when you're throwing to 97 speed receivers and 95 are up. I wonder who I play. Let's go look, because I lost. So Quill gets to buy Dog Pride. I should beat Dog Pride. I beat him earlier in the season. And he don't really run a lot. He throws, and I can stop the pass pretty good for the most part. Because the passing game's not what killed me against the Bengals. It's his damn run game. His quarterback averaged 10 yards a carry. We're not going to talk about that. I lied. His quarterback averaged 14 yards a carry. Cheese and rice. His quarterback ran the ball 3 times with Joe Burrow for 43 yards. And then Mixon averaged 7.7 yards a carry. Normally, that's not like me. I can normally stop the run game. Last year, it was the passing game that used to get me. This year, I do pretty good against the passing game. I got like close to 40 interceptions.
You guys, mad fucking crazy.
I just don't have.
Oh, you have a 20?
Yes.
Alright, so what do you want to say?
I guess 5. Fucking A, bro. Oh shit.
I have 42 picks on the season.
It's coming to our
Cool, I
house,
had
right?
53. Holy shit.
Yeah. No, did you tell? Oh, you weren't here when he was telling us how many he dropped. Right?
You guys at a match?
No. I'm on Madden. What's up?
Oh, I thought my shit said you were on Smite.
fucking PlayStation. I can go there. But you weren't here when Cole was saying how many he dropped. Mika Fitzpatrick has 18 on the year, right?
Just
He
go look
dropped
at
the one.
SWATs.
He dropped. Yeah, he dropped one.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Ew. I don't really
Madden
drop
has
picks
dropped-
either, though. I ain't gonna.